What's going on, everyone? It's B. Avery with Just My Opinion,
And I'm Malcolm Toussaint, the Midnight Rambler.
and we're here with you tonight for our spoiler-filled opinion on Vampire Academy. Now, if you heard me correctly, yes, I did say spoiler. So, if you do not want to be spoiled and you have not seen this movie, I strongly suggest you turn the video off now. If you're on YouTube, which I'm sure you are, you can put it in that watch later list and come back later, because we're going to talk up, down, left, and right spoilers in and out as if you've already seen it. So we don't want you to be spoiled. But if you don't care about that, you can keep on watching. So you have been warned. So Vampire Academy, Malcolm Toussaint, what are your general impressions?
I'll just get straight into it. Probably one of the worst movies I've seen so far this year.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it was it was pretty bad to me.
You was pretending like you liked it, bro. I don't know how you feel.
I don't know how you feel for that one.
We just got back. Okay, continue, please. I'm sorry.
The way I describe. You know what? Can I get into my expectations?
Go ahead. Well.
I didn't like the movie. The way I felt that it was it was like a fan of Twilight got a camera and tried to make a fan film and fast forward it. Like I couldn't.
Dude,
they were talking so fast. There was so many cuts.
Man.
I was like, is this the 2000 baby? Is this what they watch?
Where my mind, dude.
I can't even keep track of what's going on. I don't know if the director just tried to put everything in there that was in the book, like, and he was like, I got 2 hours to do this. I have to put it in there. I can't miss this. I don't.
If I were to say anything about it, I don't want to cut you off. You good?
Nah,
okay.
Go ahead. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Oh man, my general impressions were, now Twilight has a ton of its haters, you know, but it continues to win at the MTV Movie Awards as Best Pictures. But for me, I mean, I'm not a fan of Twilight, but I don't hate it either. I mean, I'm just indifferent about it. I don't really care about it. I mean, I think the last one was the best, but I did like Twilight better than this.
Oh, a lot better.
Film here. I don't want to just say it was a 0, just trash, but I think I was ready for it to be over within the first few frames.
Yeah.
Of the movie. Now, I mean, like you said, it was too fast. It was too many cuts. It was
way
a
too
fuck
fast.
ton of characters who I could not follow that all looked the same because they're all pale and vampire. There was only one character, Lisa Dragomir. She just stood out because she had blonde hair.
The princess.
You know, yeah, the princess. It just wasn't. I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, it definitely was not for me, at least. And the reason why I said it was I don't know how or why, but there were a fair amount of laughs in the movie.
Yeah, but those like 8-year-olds.
No, man, I think it was some grown people behind us, or you know, that people to my left, the dude that was talking so much before and during the movie.
The one that was talking to the 8-year-olds. And
Well, yeah, good point there. But it definitely wasn't for me. I mean, as far as my expectations, I had none. I heard there was a Vampire Academy movie coming out, and I heard the synopsis, which is just the story, a plot, or you know, the whole gist of the movie. I was just like, really? Okay, this is just gonna be another train wreck, and I just kind of left it at that. And you know, I walked in like with fair expectations, and wanting to see. I wanted to be surprised, and I wasn't. I wasn't. Well, I mean,
this is the sad part. I loved Mean Girls, who this is directed by Mark Waters.
Don't say that's a sad thing.
No, like
I like that movie.
I thought Mean Girls is one of the most slept on films.
Not ashamed
It's
to
a
say
classic. I watched that movie again.
Yeah, I would too.
And they had the same director, and I saw some teenage girls. And I'm like,
Mark Waters.
yeah. And I was like, you know what? This film is gonna be like Mean Girls, but maybe better with a
Vampires.
a super science fiction twist.
Right.
And it was nothing like Mean Girls. Like they tried to get that same type of those same type of characters in there. The cookie cutter, stereotypical teenage girls. And it just fell flat on his face. Like I didn't feel anybody's growth, and it just really didn't have any redeeming factors for me. Like it was just
nothing at all. I mean, we start out in the scene with what did it? They started out in the car. Is that how the movie started? Actually,
with the wreck.
The wreck. as soon as a wreck happens, we don't know what happened. Somebody wrecks. A drunk driver hits a car. Somebody dies, and there's a bunch of blood, and then it instantly cuts to some girls in high school in a bedroom throwing a good 50,000 references to pop culture today.
That weren't funny.
That was not funny at all. And then all of a sudden we jump to a scene in the alley of some super vampires and a girl that's about 90 pounds with a bottle of some sort knocking out 3 vampires. I was like, okay, what am I looking at? I just don't even know. I mean, as small as this movie is, I don't even know if I can explain it because it was just so hard to follow. I mean, you had. Girl, you were about to say something.
No, I mean it was a lot going on, and you were trying to follow it, and you just couldn't.
Yeah, this is based off a series of books by Rochelle Mead, I believe. I just saw that she wrote 6 books to this. Now, to me, that is some good news, especially the way the movie concluded.
Not necessarily, because that means it's going to be more of these. That's
Well, I mean, if it doesn't make any money, I mean, if it makes money, there are going to be more. But I don't know if it was just because of the inclement weather. We're here in Dallas, Fort Worth, and we had some snow today, so half the screening it was nobody there. So either that's because of the weather, or nobody just gave a damn about the movie. And the book sucked, but it couldn't have sucked that bad.
yeah, it was 6 of them.
So,
It was
but so I'm hoping that will give me more story. But then again, I'm like, if you have 6 books, you could have just stretched this out, even more. I mean, what we have are Dhampir vampires that are half blood, half human. Then that are also guardians of the Morai, who need to survive off of human donors or some type of donors, which I don't even know where the humans came from. They tried to explain it to us, but like you said, the whole movie was putting fast forward, so you couldn't follow.
It was literally like they fast forwarded through the movie. That's how it felt.
To me, an adaptation should not require for me to go back and read the source material. I don't think I should have to go read the book to understand the movie. I mean, it should be 2 separate things. I mean, that's just with anything. So I think everybody that enjoyed the film and were laughing read the books, but I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time.
And the sad thing is, I'm not inspired to go read the book. So
at all, at all. I mean, maybe because they say the books are. I mean, they always say that the books are always better, because you have your own imagination.
I would hope so.
Yeah, but then you have the Morai. They're special. They have the ability to control the elements with fire, water, air, earth. Those effects were trash. And then you have the super duper vampires that are called the Strogi,
which were 5 times stronger.
Right. Which the scale was completely off of the power. It took 5 of the best Dhampir vampires to kill one of the worst Strogi vampires.
Yeah.
Now, this was in the very beginning of the movie. If that is the case, why the hell don't all the evil super duper vampires just go and wipe those fuckers out? I mean, it would be no contest. Now, we did find out at the end of the movie that there was a cave. It looked like the cave was 100 yards away from the academy. I mean, all y'all have to do is just go in there and wipe them all out in one night. But do you decide to do that? No, you don't.
Well, even more importantly, it's like, okay, so you got these other vampires who are 5 times, stronger than one damn fear or whatever. Like, why are they not using more than a damn steak? They had a steak.
Yeah, I mean,
they training to fight vampires that are 5 times stronger than they are.
Right.
That's a losing battle.
It is.
No matter how much gymnastics and fighting choreography you got going on, that's a losing battle. Like, they should be. I thought they were gonna have some. Super duper weapons.
I want you to think about this. It takes 5 people, not 1, 2, 3, but 5 of their best people to take on one of their worst. And this is how you train. I mean, I don't know. This takes me back to the Matrix when Neo walks through the thing. He had the guns everywhere. You need to have 1,000. You need like 35 stakes attached to your body all at one time. Yes. I mean, I just don't understand. Even when they were training, dude. I mean, everything was just telegraphed. I mean, they're trying to swing the stake like this, but they're clearly swinging over the head, and I'm not even motivated to even talk about how bad this movie was.
Yeah,
The
it was really
effects
bad.
the effects were bad. The acting was bad. There was too much narration. And I like narration. I mean, it was 70% of the movie was narrated with a bunch of crap going on in the background. The whole reveal in the end was weak. I mean, all of this is going on because the headmaster wants you to train some. I mean, he wants you to heal. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was like, why didn't you just go find her?
Spit some game. You could have found 50 other means to
Look, you could have told her that you can heal me, and without her passing out or I guess it drained her. That was the
Right.
issue. But he told her that.
right.
Like, why couldn't he just come at her like, you know what?
She
I'm
already-
dying.
Yeah.
If you can just help me because you have that power.
I am the last of my kind. You already have respect for me. Every time you see me, you come with open arms. You see I'm dying. I'm not able to take the throne that's rightfully from mine. I don't even remember the guy's name. And he looked like a famous... I didn't even care to look it up. He could have just asked at the beginning of the movie. Yet you recruit all these other bullshit vampires to
And your
make
do-
a bunch of pranks.
And your super
shit.
dogs would really okay.
Or not super at all. You know what's so great about the Sly Hounds is that their ability to train. But what's better than that? Their ability to kill. And then they finally run up and a little dude that does not know how to... He even admitted it. He was like, I've never used my fire powers outside of the classroom or in a real life environment. But all of a sudden he turns into the Human Torch.
Well-
At the end of the movie, I don't even know. I don't even know what you want. I don't even know what you're about to say. You're gonna be like, it was the heat of the battle.
He was. It was the love, but it's he was out of it. His eyes were closed. Like it didn't was like okay.
It's
Like,
out of nowhere. Ah! I mean, this whole video right now doesn't even have any structure to it because I don't even care about it. I mean, there was one thing besides the narration was all the one-liners that were unnecessary. Like, oh my gosh, you really want to get a nose job in Montana? And then the Facebook references and Twitter and the hashtags. I mean, it was just a few. What was the one at the end? I forgot what there was a ton of one-liners that were. I don't know why you felt that was necessary to put that in the movie. I mean, it just.
it was one line in there that I chuckled at. One line when they were talking about the dude came up when I guess the fox was on the door and she said that something about Hot Topic and she's that was her style when I forget the damn line because it was so bad overall, but when she was 12 that was when I don't even know, I forgot it.
I mean,
I tried to remember. I tried my hardest to remember that line.
one of the things, the character I hated the most. Oh, there's like two blonde characters. Not the main one, Lissa, the princess, but the other one, the really skinny anorexic chick with the short hair.
She was so dramatic.
Stupid.
It was unrealistic.
All the characters were unrealistic. I mean, I went to high school. I think you went to high school too. I think the director that did this, I'm sure you have a film degree. You went to high school. I mean, could you have not given us characters that we all grew up with? I mean, there was a scene where the annoying bitch is what I want to call her. Okay, there was a guy that she's into that that approaches the princess and starts to converse. They start chopping it up, wanting to have a conversation, and she just comes up out of nowhere with a bad acting. Get away from him. He's mine, bitch. I mean, like, do you remember that?
I remember that.
I mean, it would. I'm not.
And I was like, am I supposed to laugh? Because that was really bad. That's how bad it was. It was funny.
And I thought it was something wrong with me because there was a few other people around laughing. But I mean, she was just so. I mean, even when she made the approach at the so-called vampire prom, or whatever.
And she was teary-eyed, and her eyes was red, and she
You
was.
stole that other guy from me, and then you didn't even keep him, and then you're gonna steal the other guy. Like, why? No, seriously, I'm not exaggerating. That is how she acts on screen. Like, get away from him, bitch. He's mine. Am I lying?
Nah, she was very,
That's
very, very
how she
dramatic.
acted on screen. I mean, at some point, when a director was shooting the film and you was behind the monitor, did you actually say, cut? Yes, we got that scene. Let's move on to the next. Or you ran out of money and just says, fuck it. We don't have it. I mean, we just have to roll with it. Yeah, I mean, I was so passionate on how bad that was. I mean,
And then the punt
right now?
when she punched her, and you heard a couple chuckles, and I was like, I didn't get why that was funny. Like,
Nothing was realistic about this. What happened to the teacher? Kirby. Curb.
I guess she's gonna come back in the second one. That's what I got
So
from
many.
that.
I just was really ready for it to be over.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about
And
this.
you know what? It felt like they gave the actors the script, and they were like, you know, a minute, a minute on the page equals a minute on the script, and it was like they made them do this in 30 seconds. You know, a minute worth of dialogue. It just was too fast.
You couldn't understand anything.
Anything.
I don't even know where did I mean they Rose, she got the bond and she was able to see see her vision, and it was just it ran.
It wasn't really explained to the very end. By that time, you didn't really
I
care.
didn't like, how is she able to see this? How did they get this bond? I don't even understand the shadow kiss thing. Do you?
I still didn't.
I don't even care.
You
Look it
understood?
up,
Okay, the
man.
shadow kiss, I guess, was when with the power, to give life. But like I said, by that time, they dragged it on for so long, you didn't even care anymore. Like I was just ready to.
How did you feel about the non-nerdy girl that they tried to make nerdy? That was clearly attractive. Even
The daughter?
guy- the daughter that turned into the Strogi vampire. Even the annoying guy sitting to our left, he was like, the chick is hot in real life. She's 24. All they did was put a bunch of fake glasses on her to try to. I mean, where's the makeup department? I mean, like, I don't.
But
what-
it just.
What? Why would you do that? I mean,
She was nerdy, but she was
they
attractive.
took
She
an
was cute.
attractive woman, but tried to make her so ugly. But she
And it didn't work.
It didn't work at all. I mean, her acting was bad too. I mean, this was.
Oh, especially when she's turned into the Stogie vampire.
Yes.
That was the worst. That was one of the worst scenes in the movie, and I'm like, am I supposed to be taking this serious? I should have got super duper high and came to see this movie. That's probably what this is for. That's what it felt like.
I mean, I'm not even keeping my posture in this video because I just don't care about it. I mean,
Like I kind of want to get high and go back and watch it,
yes.
so it'll slow down a little bit. That's why.
You've even smoked ever in your life. That's not even his thing. I'm not saying it's mine. I'm not gonna tell him myself. But anyway, I mean, the only thing I will say this: the only thing I did like two things. I liked the movie when it ended, and I liked it when they revealed all the Strogi vampires in the cave, because the whole movie, I was like, this does not make sense.
It wasn't.
Where are the real villains in these super duper vampires what they keep talking about, which is so forbidden? There was a cave of them, so I was like, okay, finally we got the answer to that question, that there's a fuck ton of them, and they're gonna go wipe them out. Because I was just thinking, why don't they just do this the whole movie? But
Yeah, because it wasn't. It just wasn't that much at stake, because you really didn't understand what the purpose was. Like, what
it was not.
what is this about? What is that about? And they answered that stuff at the end, but you really didn't care about that point.
There was nothing. I mean, the only thing that was at stake was because the headmaster was dying, and he was just trying to set up plot devices to see how powerful Lisa, the Morai's power really was to heal him. I mean, this is a school, so you could have just, hey, let's practice this, let's practice that, and but you had to go behind the scenes and kill cats and foxes, and what was the point of the Sly Hounds anyway? I mean, what was the point? Why were they there? Were they there to kill the evil vampires? I mean,
Yeah, they just kind of showed up. To be honest,
yeah,
they just
I
kind of
don't
showed
know.
up.
But I don't even want this thing to go past 20 minutes. So, Malcolm, what is your rating out of 1 over 10?
Man, like
Hold on. What did you like more, this or The Legend of Hercules?
this is the thing about Legend of Hercules. I told you, I feel like it's a bad movie, but it's gonna be a bad cult classic.
I do not agree with you there.
Legend of Hercules, it's that bad. It's gonna be one of those things like people watching shit for fun,
like Mortal Kombat.
and like in 40 years, they're gonna be like, oh snaps, let's go back and watch this. It's gonna be one of those.
I'll give it that.
This one, man, like I couldn't get into it. Some of the pretty graphics kind of got me with Hercules.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this.
No. But this, like, I can't even put my finger on anything. And I wanted to because it was the same director as Mean Girls, and I love Mean Girls, and I was waiting for that. Over dramatic teenagers, but they had like
Everybody.
it was great. Great script, great plot development, great acting. They had motivation. They had this journey they went on that was great, and everybody grew. People that you want to grew. You had somebody to root for. This I had nothing.
No, I really didn't. I was ready for it to end. I was getting frustrated. So let's close this thing, man.
Yeah,
one out of 10.
You go first.
No, man. Is there? Hold on. Did you have a favorite scene? Did you have a favorite shot? Did you have a favorite character at least?
A favorite character?
Yeah, you're taking too long. I guess not. No, it's fine.
I thought the guy that was in love with the princess was he started to be my favorite character because I thought he was gonna bring more to the story than instead of burning up the dogs at the end. I thought he had more of a bigger purpose in this movie. So I guess you can say he's my favorite, but I mean that's not saying too much.
Okay. My favorite character was the annoying chick. Because
she was
cute. Was so bad. I mean, she just stood out so much.
That's crazy.
That was. I mean, she was. It was entertaining. That was entertaining to me how bad she was because at that point it was just no hope for the movie. So I mean, every time she came on, I just knew she was gonna do something stupid.
But that cuteness went away, of course, when she had the makeup and the blood from when she turned into the stogie vampire. Plus, the acting was so bad.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the blonde chick, the short hair blonde chick.
Oh,
like, get away from him, bitch. He's mine.
But
like, who does that?
Her acting was so bad. Like it just took me out of it.
It does. She was my favorite character because she was the worst in the movie. I don't have a favorite scene or shot. Well, I do when the movie ended. So, oh man, I'm gonna give Vampires Academy a 1 out of a 10. What about you?
I was gonna give it a 2, just to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Add it together, it's 3. Hey. No, but I don't even care. I'm ending it. Guys, that is our opinion of the movie. We would love to hear yours as well. And like we said, there was some people in the audience that were laughing at some point. So I think I maybe chuckled once. But so movies are subjective. Just because we don't like it or didn't care for it, that doesn't mean you should not like it.
If you like it, please tell us why. We want to hear it.
And that's fine. No judgment. It doesn't matter why you liked it. If you liked it, you liked it. That's all that matters.
That's dialogue.
That's all that matters. So I give it a 1. He gives it a 2. That's our opinion. We'd love to hear yours. Comment below. Give us that thumbs up. Give us that thumbs down. Whatever. Just be respectful. Man, I cannot wait for the next movie to watch this. No, not next vampire.
Oh, the next movie in general.
Movie in general. So if you want to find me on Facebook, you can at Brandon Keith Avery, my personal page, or for Just My Opinion, facebook.com/justmyopinion. You can also find me on Instagram or Twitter at Just My Opinion 84. And like I said, our website just launched. It's www.justmyopinion.net. Again, www.justmyopinion.net. Malcolm, and people want to find me.
You can also find me on Facebook. I'm on there, but more so on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter, Malcolm, the number 2, the letter G, and Instagram, MTOOG.
Well, there you go, guys. Sorry I was moving all around. I just really didn't care for this film, so it showed in my body language. So again, thanks for tuning in. Comment below. Give us that thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. Come visit the website. Share it with everybody, because we don't mind. And before you go, don't forget that my name is B. Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.